Oh, you know what, guys? Man, let's stop this shit right now. There's something I want to show you. There's something I want to show you, and Sophia reminded me of it. So some of you might know, at the start of this summer, I simultaneously was working on the Lapita robot, which I'm sure you all remember. Uh, but at the same time, I was making terrariums. I was actually messing around with IRL real life moss. I can show you some examples. This is the first terrarium which I actually bought. Right here, it has a little Princess Mononoke. Yes, from Princess Mononoke, and it's got some. This one I bought, but then I added my own moss to it because it kind of died after a while. Uh, yeah, so it has some of my own moss to it, and that was the first. Uh, and these ones I made myself. Starting from now on, these are the ones that I made myself. And we have a cottage, and we go to it semi frequently. And I grabbed moss from rocks, from the ground, from wood, and I made my own little terrarium. So this is the second one. And yeah, here it is, guys. And it does smell mossy. It does have a mossy smell, which is cool. This one you can see that I've attempted to create like a filtering layer. Although, to be honest, the filtering layer should have... Ooh, Bob Moss evolution. There you go. Bacon has used the evolution stone to evolve me to my evolved maximum form. But yeah, this filter layer probably should be bigger rocks, bigger stones, and then thinner ones. Now you can talk about moss. Yes, now I'm in the best form. And the soil. There's like wood chip moss growing on wood, and then there's moss that grows on the ground. All different kinds of moss, and moss that grows on rocks too. I've got that as well. Possibly not on this one, but yeah, it smells earthy. Smells like the earth. And here's the biggest one that I made at the beginning of the summer. So I made these, and then I was basically studying the moss as I was making the Lapita diorama for maximum realism. You guys take a look at that. Sorry, we've got this. I don't have a proper lid for this anymore. All the moss. Yeah, look at all that moss. Oh yeah. This one here, I think, grows on the ground, and this one here grows on a piece of wood. And you can see that there is some humidity in the inside of it too, which is what you want. And I've seen little green sprouts, and early on I saw some bugs kind of crawling around too. So it is like an environment. But last week I made my biggest one yet. And this is now, so those were like my summer terrariums, and here's my fall terrarium, guys. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, this is so heavy, but this is like, I feel like this is like the best one yet. I'm very happy with this. The filtering layer, I think I did a better job. There's larger stones here, and then I filled up the gaps in the larger stones with a more sandy texture. And this soil, as you can see, it's quite different. This is like potting soil that you might get at the garden store, right? Very dark and brown. But this one, actually, the soil comes from my forest. My forest? From the forest, from my cottage. Uh, and it's kind of like reddish. It looks brownish here, but it's kind of more red like IRL. And it looks really healthy. It reminds me of the soil in Prince Edward Island, which again was there. It's known for their red moss, the red soil, which is high in iron. Uh, so I don't think this is as red as PEI soil, but it possibly could be iron rich, which is kind of neat. And here we go, guys. Let's take a look. Look at this terrarium. Yeah, good for potatoes. Yeah, hell yeah. So here, hold on. Where's my can point to this. This is a moss that's growing on a rock. That's another one. And this is moss that's growing on the ground, I think. And some of these are wood-based moss, like moss that grows on wood, and some of them are moss that grows on the ground. So we have some variety there, which is neat. And this is so heavy, yeah. But this is my favorite one so far. This is the one that I made this fall. And yeah, I think it'll be nice to have this by my side during the winter months when everything is just white, and I can have some greenery close by without much effort. That's the key thing, guys. That's the key thing. Is that I'm not gonna have to do much to maintain it. Hopefully that's the idea, at least.